the structure of an antibody molecule. Ig gamma antibody is extensively studied and it serves as a basic unit, structural unit of all the immunoglobulin. So this antibody structure is Ig gamma structure that serves as a structure for all the antibodies. An antibody is made up of 4 peptide chains. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It is classified into 2, that is 2 small chains called light chains and 2 long chains called heavy chains. So it has totally 4 peptide chains, that is 2 light chains and 2 heavy chains. The light and heavy chain, they join to form a Y-shaped structure. Here you can see a Y-shaped structure of an antibody molecule, and the chains are connected by disulfide bridges or disulfide bonds. These are the disulfide bonds in the molecule. These chains are joined to each other by a disulfide bond. Each chain is made up of a domain called as immunoglobulin fold. Now we will discuss about various parts of the antibody molecule. The first is heavy and light chains. The smaller chains are called light chains and the longer chains are called heavy chains. An antibody is made up of 4 peptide chains, 2 light chains and 2 heavy chains. Hence we represent it as H2L2 molecule. Now we will discuss about heavy chain. Heavy chain, it has a molecular weight of about 50,000 to 70,000. And it is classified into 5 types of antibodies. On the basis of heavy chains only, we will classify the types of antibodies, that is IgA, IgM, IgD, IgE and IgG. It has 1 variable part and 3 constant regions. Those are CH1, CH2 and CH3. Here the CH is nothing but constant region of heavy chain. And here VH is nothing but the variable region of heavy chain. So it has domains, that is constant and heavy region, 3 constant regions, that is 3 constant domains and 1 variable domain. Each domain is made up of 110 amino acids. And now we will discuss about the light chain. The molecular weight of the light chain is about 25,000. It has 1 variable domain and 1 constant domain. 1 variable and 1 constant domain. In this, the domains are made up of 110 amino acids. Now we will discuss about the constant and variable regions of antibody molecule. There are 2 different regions in each chain. They are constant and variable region. Now we will discuss about variable region. Variable region is it is nothing but the amino acid terminal segment. Here this is the amino acid terminal segment. So it is the amino acid terminal segment which we call it as a variable segment, and it helps in, it is the antigen binding site. Both light chain and heavy chain have an amino acid terminal segment which acts as the variable segment of it, and this acts as an antigen binding site. So the antigen comes and binds in this region of the antibody molecule. It varies among different antibodies and hence we say it as variable in nature, that is variable region. It is composed of 110 to 130 amino acids. Variable region is antigen specific and it is divided into 2 parts, that is hypervariable region and framework region. The next is constant region. Apart from the variable region, the chains also have constant region. It is carboxyl terminal segment. So these are the carboxyl terminal segments. Here you can see the terminal segments of carboxyl group. This forms the constant region, or otherwise we can even say, except from the variable region, the light chains and heavy chains have some part remain. These are called as constant region. The constant region of the light chain is classified into kappa and lambda types. It is based on the different amino acids present in it. And the constant region of heavy chain is responsible for the complement activation, and it also binds to the cell surface receptors. And according to this region, the antibodies are classified into 5 types. So on the basis of heavy chain, we classify antibodies into various types, and on the heavy chain, the constant region helps in the differentiating the different types of antibodies. So the constant region and heavy chain forms the basis of classifying the antibodies into 5 types. The differences in the amino acids which are present in the constant region leads to the formation of isotypes. Now we will discuss about isotypes. Isotypes are nothing but here in the constant region the presence of different types of amino acids lead to the formation of isotypes. So isotype is a type of heavy chain which is possessed by an immunoglobulin. For example, if you take immunoglobulin gamma, the gamma is the isotype of the immunoglobulin G. And if you take immunoglobulin M, mu is the isotype of it. And same way in the IgE epsilon. For each and every class, that is 5 types of antibodies are there. Based on this isotypes on the heavy chain, it differentiates the types of antibodies. Now we will discuss about the disulfide bonds and hinge region. So disulfide bonds, we saw that the chains are linked by disulfide bonds or disulfide bridges. So all the 4 peptide chains are held by disulfide bond and non-covalent bond. It is not covalent. Covalent in the sense sharing of electrons. So no sharing of electron takes place in here. It is of 2 types, that is interchain and intrachain bonds. Interchain is the disulfide bond joining a light chain and heavy chain, like here. It is joining a light chain and a heavy chain. This is called as interchain bond. The other type is intrachain bond. Intrachain bond is nothing but the disulfide bond connecting 2 heavy chains. It is between the same chain and hence we say it as intrachain bond. This is about disulfide bond. Now the next is hinge region. This is the hinge region. You can see a bend. So this provides flexibility to the Y-shaped molecule of antibody. It is the stretch of heavy chains between the FAB portion and FC portion. We will discuss about these portions. It is the functional region of antibody. Why? Because it is essential for the functioning of antibodies, and hence we say it is the functional region of the antibody. So hinge region is nothing but the stretch between FAB and FC portions. Now we will discuss about the fragments of antibody molecules. There are 2 fragments. One is FAB or fragment antigen binding, and the other is FC or fragment crystallizable. Now we will discuss about FAB. There are 2 identical fragments of Y-shaped antibody molecule which possesses antigen binding sites. So as the name suggests that antigen binding sites are present in these fragments, and hence we say it as fragment antigen binding. It is present in both light chains and heavy chains. Here is the fragment antigen binding, here also. And the antigen binding sites are specific to antigens, this we know already. And this antigen binds to this region in a lock and key pattern. Once if the antigen, the specific antigen reaches this site, it binds in a lock and key analogy. And it forms an antigen antibody complex. Then terminus of each heavy chain forms an antigen binding domain with light chain. There are 2 antigen binding domains forming the arms of the Y-shape. So there are 2 antigen, one is here and the one is other. It forms the Y-shaped Y-shape of the antibody. The study of antigen and antibody interaction is called as serology. The FAB region is present in the N-terminus, that is N-terminal segment, and this FC, that is fragment crystallizable, is present in the C-terminal, that is carboxyl terminal of heavy chain. That only forms the FC domain. So it helps in the interaction with effector cells, and to identify this region you can look here. The stem of the Y-shaped molecule is nothing but the FC region. So this forms the FAB region and the stem forms the fragment crystallizable. The name is because it is crystallizable in the cold storage, and hence we say it as fragment crystallizable, and it lacks the property of antigen binding, that is it does not bind any antigen with it. Only the FAB region binds the antigen, and it helps in the biological activity mediation. So FAB, it helps in the antigen binding, and the FC region helps in the biological activity mediation. Now we can see how the antigen binding takes place. Here is the antigenic determinant. Antigenic determinant or epitope is nothing but a component of antigen which binds to the antibody. Then here you can see these are the antigen binding sites. This is the variable region of light chain and this is the variable region of heavy chain. Already we know that only the variable chain has the antigen binding sites, and hence the variable regions only helps in the antigen binding. So the antigen, the specific antigen when comes enter the blood, it binds with the antibody molecule of the variable regions of heavy and light chains. This is all about the antibody molecule.